Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my water broke and then what? So if your water has just broken right now, your amniotic fluid, call your doctor, call the hospital, call your midwife, call your nurse, whoever is in charge of you for this pregnancy, call them. But it's not a panic like they show it in the movie, okay? If your contractions has not started, you probably have a long ways to go. If it has started and you're already contracting and you're in active labor and it broke, you probably need to head on to the hospital or to the birthing center or wherever you're gonna have your baby, okay? So let's get started. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what to do when your water breaks. Do not be panicked, don't be panicked. Watch and let's learn together. If you're interested in this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so that you are notified when I drop a video. My name is Victoria and I'm a midwife, a childbirth educator, and a birth coach, which is a doula. And I'm passionate about empowering couples, especially the first-time couples, to birth confidently because this gives the pace for the rest of their birthing circle. Let's get started. The first thing I want you to remember is do not panic. Your water breaking means you are one step closer to having your baby. That's so exciting. Congratulations, mama. Another thing I want you to remember is this acronym called COAT. C-O-A-T, COAT. C for color. What is the color of the fluid? It should be clear. And you could also see some whitish stuff inside of it. That's called vernix and it's from your baby, and that is okay. The other thing is O, which is odor. Your amniotic fluid should not smell bad or even have a smell. It should be odorless. So when you smell it, see if it has a smell or not. These four things are part of the things your healthcare professionals will like to know when you call them up to tell them your water has broken. The next thing is A, which is amount. What is the amount of the fluid? Is it a trickle or is it a lot of water? Is it a lot or is it less? And T for time. And the time it happened. Just look up on the watch and look up on your clock or on your watch and know the time that it happened. So remember the acronym COAT. C-O-A-T, COAT. The next thing I want you to think about is to stay hydrated. Because, let me show you from here, your baby, like we all know, your baby lives inside the amniotic fluid, right? And by the way, people ask, how is it made? Guess what? It's kind of interesting that your baby actually makes the amniotic fluid. So when you drink water, it helps with your blood and all of that, and it also goes to your baby, right? And so your baby actually pees out. Your baby's pee is what makes up the amniotic fluid. So your baby drinks the pee and pees it out, drinks it, pees it out, but also it cleans itself because as you're drinking, the amniotic fluid also cleans itself. So you want to make sure that you're drinking enough water in pregnancy, okay? Okay, like I said, the first thing you want to think about is do not panic. The second thing is to call your healthcare professional, whether it's your doctor, your midwife, your nurse, whoever is in charge of you. If you haven't had a conversation before your water broke about what to do, then you probably want to have it now in your next appointment so that you know what they want you to do. Usually, if you've not had contractions, if contractions haven't started, they might allow you to stay home for a bit and, until labor starts, right? But if you're already having contractions and you are more like an active labor, they might want you to come in now, because when your water breaks, it actually means that your baby is coming soon. Not just in active labor, also when you're not in active labor, it just shows labor is starting. And when the water is broken and you're in active labor, by the way, if you don't know what active labor means, go ahead and check my videos where I talk about stages of labor. It's very important that you know the stages of labor. So going back into active labor, it means that this is your baby lives inside the amniotic sac, right? So this is your baby, and your baby is inside the amniotic sac, and the amniotic sac is closed off. So this is what's happening. When your water breaks, the water here breaks, right? So it's coming out, it's leaking, and you can feel it. You can feel the water leaking. And so when the water breaks, it kind of puts more pressure. Your baby's head is able to apply more to your cervix. You can't see the cervix here because I don't have it in here, but when the water is broken, it kind of makes your baby's head to be able to apply better to your cervix, which helps you dilate faster. So it's actually a good thing when your water is broken. It means you are getting closer to having your baby. Note that your contractions might get more intense and much more stronger, but do not panic because you're closer to having your baby. Another thing that I would like you to do is to check your temperature. Make sure you're not having a fever. Things can crawl up there, right? So it's good that you check your temperature and be sure you don't have a fever. We usually ask our mamas to check like every hour, every 2 hours, and just be sure that everything is okay, that the temperature is good. The other thing is to stay hydrated. Drinking water really helps. And not only water, you can also drink electrolyte. There is this recipe I got from a midwife, and it's from midwife Kyra in the US, from the birth house. She would do coconut water, honey, and red raspberry tea, and she'll mix it together and she will have her clients drink it. And it's really good. It helps your body stay hydrated. It has lots of electrolyte, so this is really a good thing to drink. So make sure you're drinking lots of electrolyte drinks, water, just things that will help your body to stay hydrated, so you wouldn't have to use IV fluids if possible. Another thing is you would have to wear a pad, because a pad would help collect that fluid, because you keep leaking once your water has broken. Except is like a high leak, and a high leak is when the water has broken somewhere more up. This is your baby, right? So it's like if your water like broke somewhere up here, you know, in your pelvis, it's whenever your baby moves that the water will be able to come out through here. So you might not be trickling as much, but if it has broken at the bottom, then it's more likely that you might be gushing or something like that. Anyways, you'll be leaking fluid, so you want to wear a pad or a cloth or something to collect the fluid. Another thing is you don't want to do baths, because when you're taking a bath, things can go in. And remember, the covering surrounding your baby has broken, so you are at more risk for infections and things like that. So you don't want to take a bath. And the last thing is, do not put anything down there. Nothing in your vagina at all. No sex, no fingers, nothing. Because when your water is broken, it means the barrier that protects your baby, right? The barrier that protects your baby is broken. So this is the chorion, and this is the amniotic sac. The one inside is the amniotic sac. So during pregnancy, we say have lots of sex because it's good for you. When your water is broken, you don't want to have sex because you have more risk for infection. So you don't want to have sex, you don't want to put anything up there, you just don't want to do that. And even when you wear pad, you want to make sure that you change as often as possible. Maybe every time you go into the bathroom to pee, you want to change it, just so that you minimize your risk for infection, because the barrier that covers your baby is broken now. But in overall, I want you to know that it is exciting when your water breaks because it's one step closer to having your baby. And remember also that your water doesn't have to break for you to be in labor. There are some people, it's rare, that their baby actually are born in the water sac. And I actually have witnessed, I think one, maybe two of it. Oh, I think probably two. That the baby was born in the sac. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And they were home births, by the way. It was so beautiful. Let me know in the comment if you've gotten value from this video today. Let me also know what you've done when your water broke. Let me know how long after your water broke you had your baby. Was it sooner after that? Was it a long time after that? Let me know in the comment section. I look forward to interacting with you in the comments. See you in my next video. God bless and bye. Guys, I just broke my phone. See? It fell on the floor and I feel sad about it. But anyways, if you feel impressed to help me, I think it's just a screen. Hopefully it did not touch the real screen. It's the screen guard and makes me sad. So guys, please help me subscribe so I can get the new screen guard. Ah, my goodness. I need an insurance for this, my filming gear. Anyways, let's get started. Ooh, don't go anywhere. Guys, it's not easy when you film by yourself. All this stuff falling, and I don't want my phone to fall because it fell the other time. And also, studies shows that, maybe not studies, and also it's good to just know the time so that I know the time. The other thing is you have to wear a pad, or it depends. A depends is, I have a car going by. Did these people make so much noise? Okay, back. When your water is broken, it just shows that there are things that can go up here and, you know, okay. But when your water is broken, that means it is broken. So something can go in here and, you know, happen and